Huggies make us exit Nigeria, cites harsh economy. Huggies makes Pampers for babies and children. These are companies that are supposed to flourish in Nigeria because we have a high birth rate. I think it's around 4.5 births per child. Huggies is supposed to flourish in Nigeria, but the reverse is happening. Why? Because, somebody decides to come into office and, stick a hot rod up the economy's ass. And they love blaming other people for it. You know who they are. I'm not going to mention their name, but you know what I'm talking about. If you doubt me and you say it's not because of them, well, Huggies actually invested $100 million to build. Yes, it built a new factory and they opened it in 2022. That tells a lot. It simply shows that Huggies at that time thought that they had a long-term plan in Nigeria. If you're going to spend $100 million to build a new factory, it means you have aspirations for the future or for your operations in that country. Somebody became president in 2023, and a lot has happened since then. The exchange rate has literally gone from 450 to 1,500 ish. The whole mess up with FX is one problem. The issue with petrol, inflation that has basically decimated local demand because Nigerians earn a whole lot less money. Actually, true income has gone down significantly. True income is actually not what you earn in terms of amount, but what your money can actually buy for you. Nigerians are earning a lot less than what they used to earn in 2022, which further contributes to, worse business outlook for Huggies. So they had to write off a $100 million investment. A brand new factory had to be written, and not to mention the hundreds of jobs that are going to be lost because somebody decided to wake up one morning and was like, fuel subsidy is gone. Then the next thing, it took aim at the FX rate, not having the full understanding. The economy has not even recovered, stabilized from the old fuel subsidy saga. Then it went for the FX rate. And what happened? Nigeria entered an economic tailspin that we haven't recovered from. But they would like to tell you that, our policies actually helped avert us from, economic calamity and disaster and so on and so forth. For me, and that's a whole pile of horse shit, in my opinion. I think their coming made things worse. Yes, some austerity measures needed to be put in place, but without a plan, doing it the way he did it, put Nigeria in a position we are today. And companies like Huggies are running away. And not just Huggies, Sanofi has left, GSK has left, just to mention a few. My biggest problem with this administration is that they talk big on investors. We are looking for investors. They literally traveled all the continents of this world. I bet probably they've been to Antarctica looking for investors. They've been everywhere. They've literally been everywhere looking for investors. And my problem is this: you're searching for investors. You have people that have actually invested money in your economy and they are leaving. You are not even conscious of their demands. Like, I remember when Trump was about to be president in 2016, Carrier AC was about to leave the US and go to Mexico. Trump went to the factory, spoke with the guys and was like, see, what do you guys need? At least he made an effort. I don't know if Carrier stayed eventually, but at least you saw that he made effort to get these guys to stay and move manufacturing back to the US. You have people that have invested $100 million in your economy. They are shutting down and leaving. And there's no effort from the so-called presidency to be like, hey, Huggies, no, you guys can't leave. We need you guys. You employ a lot of Nigerians. What can we do to make things better for you? Nothing. There's just total silence. Then the next day they will plan another luxury trip, which they call investor searching. Then you have their liar-in-chief come out and be like, in this investment we did last month, Nigeria was able to secure $4 billion, $800 million, blah, 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 level of investment. Things we never see materialize. These things, the so-called investment they go hunting for, we've never seen them materialize, or to the tune at which they have, talked about this. We just lost a $6 billion investment that could have gone to Nigeria from Total Energies. It has not gone to Angola, I believe, or Uganda. Tell me, why would Total Energies take a $6 billion bet in a country that cannot tell his face from his ass? Who will? The Nigerian economy is a place where businesses go to die. It's a fact. It's hostile to businesses. Imagine you're in the FMCG business. I believe Pampers should be in the FMCG. I'm not too correct. Imagine you're in the FMCG business and you want to invest in a country with a high birth rate. Stuff like Pampers is used by babies. And you hear that Huggies is running away after investing $100 million a few years ago. It doesn't matter the amount of songs you sing. It's not going to have any effect. the best form of advert is word of mouth. If I buy a product and it's good and I tell a friend of mine trusts my opinion on a product than what he sees on TV or ads on YouTube and so on and so forth. If we cannot get these basic things right, now what's even there to get right? The economy is already screwed up. It has literally screwed up the economy, and they love blaming other people. Like, their default mode is, if you are not supporting this government, you are anti-Nigeria. If you criticize their government, you hate Nigeria, or you are from another political party. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And talking about NNPC, a total asswipe. NNPC is a total failure, and to me, I have zero confidence in NNPC, in my opinion. Dangote refinery, I believe, took about 6, 7, probably 8 or 10 years to build. Like, these MFs had ample time to plan for Dangote's refinery. It's a 650,000 barrel per day refinery. Guess what? Dangote is buying crude from the US because the NNPC is a failure in its entirety. That's failed in its own duty. That the refinery in Nigeria, in fact, Nigeria has now become a net exporter, a net importer of crude oil, while exporting at the same time. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? For folks that actually do not know, the US is actually the largest oil producer in the world. I think US produces about 11 or 12 million barrels per day, while Nigeria hovers around 1 million each. So Huggies is leaving Nigeria. People are losing their jobs. This is not the first. Sanofi has gone. GSK have gone. Many others have left. I hope this is the end, but I fear this is not. Sad.